Hello again, Mrs. Mitchell's English Group. This week we're going to do something different. We're going to have a go at writing a little story. I'm going to show you the footage, the film of a story. You might have seen this as a picture book. Watch the film really carefully. So, the film is of a story of a little boy who finds a rocket in his garden shed and goes to a planet, crash lands, and helps an alien. We're going to have a go at writing that story this week. So before we carry on, you're going to need a pencil or a pen and something to write on. If you haven't got those with you right now, pause the video and go and get one. Okay, so for our first lesson today, we're going to have a go at trying to fill in the gaps for some of the sentences. So I've started the story for you, and I want you to think about a suitable word or words that will go in the spaces. So here we've got the little boy, and he's gone to the garden shed and he's looked inside. So I've written, the boy went to the something at the bottom of the something. So I want you to think about, where is the little boy? Where did he go? And where was it? Copy the sentence and write in the missing words. Okay, when you've had a go at that one, pause the video and have a go. And when you're ready, carry on. Here's our second sentence. Now I can see an ed word here, so this must be a verb, an ed word. Let's read it. He something opened the door. He something opened the door. Now it's a bit of a stiff door, wasn't it? So what did he do? Did he carefully open the door? That doesn't make sense because I've got ed on the end here. He pulled or dragged open the door. write in the sentence and put in your own suitable verb. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so far I've written, the boy went to the shed at the bottom of the garden. He dragged open the door. Look at our next sentence. It says, it was very something and something inside the shed. So we're going to describe what it was like inside the shed. It was very something and something. Think about if you've ever been inside a shed, how did that feel? Pause the video, write the sentence and add in the missing words. Okay, so let's see. The boy went to the shed at the bottom of the garden. He dragged open the door. It was very, quite dark in there, so I'm going to say it was very dark and gloomy inside the shed. And here's another sentence for you to try. It says, he was something and went inside. Wonder why he went inside the shed. Pause the video, write the sentence and finish it with your appropriate word. Okay, so we've written the first bit of the story so far. This is what mine would sound like. The boy went to the shed at the bottom of the garden. He dragged open the door. It was very dark and gloomy inside the shed. He was curious, you might have written nosy or interested, and went inside. So that's our first bit. Let's look at the next part. Let's look at the next part. So we've got a picture here of the boy. Do you remember he had to really push the rocket out into the garden? It seemed like it was very, very heavy to push it really heavy, really hard. Let's read the sentence. It says, in the shed, he found a something, something space rocket. You have to think of two words that describe the space rocket. In the shed, he found a something, something space rocket. There's no and in there, so be very careful. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, I might say, in the shed, he found an old, dusty space rocket. I might say, in the shed, he found a small, interesting space rocket. Pause the video and have a go. Let's look at the next sentence. Some more ed words here. So this has got to be some verbs. Let's see. The boy something and something it out into the garden. Now what did he do? He pushed it, didn't he? The boy pushed and, or think of another word in there, another ed verb. Pause the video, copy the sentence and add in your words. The boy pushed and pulled it out into the garden. That might be what I say. I might say the boy heaved and pushed it out into the garden. I wonder what you came up with. And here is our last sentence for this slide. Remember, he's got this rocket. What happened once he got the rocket into the garden? What did he do? He went something the back, a door, and went inside. He went something the back. Have a go at your sentence. Here's mine. He went round the back into a door or through a door and went inside. He went round the back, through a door and went inside. So far, my story sounds like this. The boy went to the shed at the bottom of the garden. He dragged open the door. It was very dark and gloomy inside the shed. He was curious and went inside. In the shed, he found a dusty old space rocket. The boy pulled and pushed it out into the garden. He went round the back, through a door, and went inside. We've written the first part of the story today. Well done. Reread your story to a grown up, and tomorrow we'll write a little bit more.